Hello everybody, my name is Sky. I am your friendly neighborhood autistic person full of random useless facts, and today we are getting into Subnautica Below Zero. I am very excited to show this game off to you guys and play it for you. Okay, so when it comes to Subnautica Below Zero game options, you have the same game options that you had before with Subnautica, which is Survival, Freedom, Hardcore, and Creative. But then Subnautica Below Zero takes it a step further, giving you custom as well. And that is actually the game style that we will be playing this time for this particular playthrough. I'm still a little bit sleepy, but I'm working on it. Okay, so you can have the option to turn off hunger and thirst, body temperature, oxygen, vehicle crush depth, underwater bases requiring reinforcements, crafting requires resources, crafting requires blueprints, technology requires power, the story, initial equipment pack, permanent death, oxygen alerts, hunger, thirst, temperature, organic oxygen sources, can they come in or not, like can they be found, weather effects, vegetarian diet only option. You can even change the day length, hours to minutes, and the night length as well. You have the bad weather frequency multiplier, the player damage taken, vehicle damage taken, predator damage taken, creature aggression multiplier, hostile creature spawn modifier, which actually increases or decreases the amount of hostile creatures that spawn in our game. And they also have the same thing for peaceful creatures. So here is what we are going to do. I was thinking about taking off hunger and thirst, but for right now we'll leave it, just because of the different ways you can manage hunger and thirst in Subnautica Below Zero. I think we should be okay. It'll still be a little bit annoying, but not that big of a deal. I'm keeping everything exactly this. The only thing I'm really changing is this right here. Crafting requires resources. We will still have to find blueprints in order to craft whatever we want. But once we have found the blueprints, we will not need to gather the resources to craft that blueprint. This will allow us to build big, beautiful, impressive bases on screen without me having to spend time off screen gathering resources and doing all of that. And it also allows us to actually just enjoy the story more and have fun with exploration instead of we need to get this one rare material and it's supposed to be in this area and we've been in this area for 20 minutes looking for it and we just can't find it. So no resources required for crafting, only blueprints. Technology will require power. And I'm going to go ahead and take underwater bases requiring reinforcements, just so that way we can have a little bit more freedom with the build. And instead of having to put in the reinforced walls, we can put in more glass walls so we can see the beauty of the world around us. We're going to leave technology requiring power. Of course, the story is staying on. We are not getting an initial equipment pack. The initial equipment pack comes with a knife, flashlight, scanner, sea glide builder, propulsion cannon, mobile vehicle bay, and fins. We're not starting with that. We're going to have to find all that on our own. I'm going to keep all of these on. Here's something I'm going to change. I'm going to change the day length to 20 and the night length to 10. Bad weather can stay. Player damage is fine. Vehicle damage is fine. Predator damage is fine. We're going to take creature aggression and we're going to pull it back just a little bit. Set it at 0.5. This way, they're still aggressive towards us. They are still predators that we have to be wary of and mindful of. But with them being slightly less aggressive, we'll have a better ability to scan them. Alright, I think that's everything that I want to have for a custom game. Let's get started.
This is the farthest I can take you on company space bucks, Robin. You sure you want this? The research is in everything.
It is to me. And Sam. I need to know what happened.
The meteor storm.
I can use it for cover from Altera's eyes.
Gonna miss you, Robin.
I'll find my way back.
Approaching 45-46 speed. Surface temperatures. Drop pod deployed. Welcome to 45-46 speed. Enjoy your stay.
And just when we thought we were done with 4546B, we are back. Quickly, it is cold out here. Let's gather some resources.
New blueprint synthesized.
Woo! And we got a meteor shower going on. I got distracted by the meteor showers. Like it's just so cool that like they have like weather effects in the game and meteor showers how you start out with. It's so sick. We are getting cold. Let's warm up.
Holy smokes! That did not go as planned. I should find a way into the water and get to the drop pod.
As you can see, some big difference between Subnautica and Subnautica Below Zero. We have voice acting now for our character. And another thing that makes Subnautica Below Zero a little bit different from Subnautica. In Subnautica, when you land in your life pod, it's up to you when you enter the water. If you're anything like me when I played, it took me 2 in-game days to enter the water. But for Subnautica Below Zero, you don't have the choice. It's much warmer down here. Hello, honey.
Found the drop pod.
I want to offer my sincerest condolences on the passing of your sister. I got to know Sam better towards the end of my mandate with Altera on 4546B, when we were thrown together as basemates at Outpost Zero. She spoke often and fondly of you. I thought you should know, it didn't sit right with me when Altera blamed Sam's death on negligence. There's Samantha Ayu I met was many things. Kind, clever, devoted to her work, but never negligent. I wish I could offer you something more substantial, but my access to information has been cut off. You may be in a better position to look into things than I am. If you're able to, Delta Station was our HQ. They were in a big hurry to leave, and there might still be information to be found there. It has a big radio tower, impossible to miss. I hope you find the answers you seek. Lillian Bench.
So this is why we're down here. We have come down to see if we can't find what's going on with our sister Sam, who was working out here on 4546B. Notice of death, dear Miss IU. On behalf of Zeta Landon, 4546B Robotics Section Leader, and Indra Cormack, President of Altera Transgov, I regret to inform you of the death of Samantha IU. She died on planet 4546B, regrettably as the result of injuries sustained in an accident arising from her own negligence. Please allow me to communicate the most profound condolences for the loss of your sister. While further details are unavailable at this time, you will receive contact from the Department of Insurance and Recuperation concerning your responsibilities as next of kin, with regards to repayment of damages and legal fees. If you have any question, you may file form number Y7YSSSU49U2K, and your query will be addressed in sequential order. Sincerely, Emmanuel Desjardins, 4546B Communications Liaison, Altera Transgov. Looks like we also have some messages from Sam herself.
Robin, guess what? I got the job. I'm going to 4546B. Now I'll be able to improve the mechanical avian amphibian under real-world stress conditions. Listen, I know your stance on Altera, but I just hope you're happy your sis is happy. I sure hope my sis is happy. I can't wait till we talk again. Oh, I wanted to ask you something. Can you watch my Augie while I'm away? I need someone I can trust to look after my best little potato. Potato, listen. I tried, but that name is just not sticking. He's my little extra bite. I'll leave the starchy tubers nicknames to you. Anyway, if you say yes, thanks, baby sis. Love you. 4546B to Robin. Come in, Robin. Remember when we used to play old-timey Space Explorer? This is kind of like that, but it's even harder to communicate. Well, let's see. I got your last message. Altera is not, as you put it, alterrorizing me. Things are going well. My project has a new name. Say goodbye to the mechanical avian amphibian, and hello to spy penguins. We're training the bots to mimic the creatures. Check out the photo. And I think I'm kind of seeing someone. I know it's not like me to just find a date, let alone on a mostly uninhabited water planet, but actually, you know what? Forget I said anything. Yeah, it's probably not even a real thing, but anyway, I'm sorry to hear XenoWorks might be strapped in the revenue department. Sounds like they still have you busy Xeno working, though. I know there's no way to guarantee an alien intelligence startup will succeed, but you've put so much into it. I hope they find a way to keep going. I know how much it means to you, getting to work at a small place where you have control over your research. All right, I gotta go. Later, baby sis. Love you. Hey, Robin. I got your Augie photo. Thanks so much for taking care of him, even though he's a cranky Hey! The nickname actually fits that way. A cranky potato. I know he can be a handful, but I really appreciate it. I'm a bit worried about my other baby, the mission. One of my penguins found something big. But Altera is just like nothing to see here. Honestly, kinda glad you can't answer, so you can't, rub it in my face. Go ahead. Bask in the fact that you were a little bit right about them. My project is on the line. My job, my safety. I heard about Xenoworks getting bought. I'm sorry. But at least you still have your job. Guess you're one of us now. Like it or not, welcome to the Altera family. I should probably go before I say something I regret. Love you. Keep your chin up. Eye on the alien prize.
Okay. So Sam found something she wasn't supposed to.
Hey, Robin. I'm sorry my last message was so awful. I've been under a lot of stress. I'm not sure what's going on with anything. I can't really talk about it either. Oh, and I'm definitely not dating anyone on this water planet. Don't know what I was thinking there. Have I told you how cold it is here? Get this. I can't even get my wash and go dry before the wind freezes the moisturizer in my hair. Wild, right? Well, anyway, I'm sure you're mad at me after what I said, but I could really use a friend. You're my sister. I love you. I'm sorry. Hey, Robin. I really need someone to know. I'm afraid something terrible is gonna happen. You were completely right about Altera, okay? You were right. I was wrong. The cat should be called Potato. I admit it. Sorry. Bad attempt at a joke. I don't know what to do. I guess I should just come out and say it at this point. I've said this much already. We found a frozen Leviathan that's infected with Kara. Altera thinks they can use it for something. Weapons, experimental treatments, a whole range of things. But one end of the range is ugly, dangerous, but profitable, of course. What if it gets out while we're messing around with it? Or worse, what if it ends up a bioweapon in the wrong hands? I hope I'm overreacting, but I don't think I am. Anyway, message me back, please. Could really use a friend. You're my sister. I love you.
Alright, so the Kara bacterium is still on 4546B. And she found it. And Altera wants to hide that fact. Very interesting. Arctic Survival Almanac on arrival. Retreat to a safe environment. Administer first aid. Retrieve emergency supplies. Survey the environment. Find or construct a reliable habitat. Construct necessary survival equipment. Locate other survivors. Maintain physical and psychological health. High winds can result in rapid onset hypothermia. If wearing a standard issue AEP suit, bodies of water may provide safety from extreme cold. When in doubt, don't go out. Alright. We have some food, some water, and some flares.
Well, Sam, I guess I might as well gather some tools and resources before starting my search. Hope that radio tower's as easy to spot as Lil said.
We will start with all the best classics. We'll need a standard O2 tank, fins, compass, and of course, a scanner. Scanner requires battery. Let's get out there. Oh wait, what am I doing? I have resources turned off. We don't have to get out there and search for the resources.
Calorie intake recommended.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so let's get a standard O2 tank.
Adding additional blueprints to your databank.
Fins.
The standard oxygen tank can be upgraded for deluxe and VIP breathing.
All right, I have a scanner. In goes the battery and titanium, out comes a scanner. Every xenobiologist's favorite tool. This planet has some fascinating flora and fauna, and I can't wait to learn about them. This will also give me access to a greater tool set. I'm assuming Altera left behind tech that I can scan for blueprints. That should make surviving and exploring out here a bit easier. Don't worry, Sam. I haven't forgotten I'm here for you. But it can't hurt to do a little research on the side, right? I know you would have done the same. I will find out what happened to you. I promise.
That is definitely something that I really like and appreciate about for the game, is the introduction of personal data logs that are actually recorded. I love having actual dialogue with the character. It's very nice. Do this. Grab a snack. Grab
Vital
a drink.
signs stabilizing.
Let me check something real quick. Yeah, that's what I thought. So I want to turn this down. This. Alright, let's go exploring.
Oxygen.
I'm already having fun. Like, the autistic side of my brain just loves being able to go around and scan and learn and explore and not have to worry about actually tracking resources and making sure I'm picking up the things I'm supposed to. Instead, I can just enjoy it. Have a nice time. Heck yeah, we found a sea glide fragment. We need 3.
Oxygen.
Need to keep an eye out for a new friend that we can carry around. Right now our options are boomerang, bladder, hoopfish, and peepers. It's kind of boring.
Oxygen.
Oh, it's raining. Oh, what are you? Sea monkey. Cool. Hey, hey, hey! That's
Some
mine!
of the wildlife down here is very grabby. Some of the wildlife down here is very grabby. If I didn't know better, I'd say they're after my supplies.
Hey, excuse me. Give me that back. Let me finish scanning you. You're very cool looking. So I guess you're docile. I just need to keep an eye on my supplies around you. Neat. Neat, neat, neat. Hello, Jimmy. Missed the notification again. It's okay. You haven't missed much. We just got the game started. We're playing a custom game, so we have the constraints for building turned off in that we don't need materials in order to craft or build things. We
All
do still have to get the
supply cache
blueprints.
nearby.
We do still have to get the blueprints for things in order to build it. But once we have the blueprints, we can build it as much as we want, as often as we want. What are you? Brine wing. Can I pick you up? Nope, you can't be a friend. What are you? Titan holefish. Oh, they provide oxygen. It's dark down here. Even in below zero, I'm not safe from you little fuckers. Hey, at least you're calmer, though. That is another thing that we did, Jimmy, is we turned creature aggression down just slightly. Instead of sitting at a 1, it's sitting at a 0.5. So they're still a little bit aggressive, but we should be able to scan everybody in the game at this point, whether they are friendly or not. Oh, heck yeah, another sea glide fragment. It's dark down here. Can I set this right here? Mineral detector.
Oxygen.
Oxygen.
New blueprint synthesized.
Heck yeah, we can build the mineral detector. If we were using resources, if you're playing below zero on just like a regular mode, the mineral detector is such a massive help when it comes to finding the resources you need for crafting. You'll still be searching around, but it won't be as hard.
I'm telling you, Sammy, you see some weird things when you spend half your day in a sea truck.
More vandalism? Was it the sea monkeys again?
I don't think so. I can't shake the feeling this planet is cursed.
There's no such thing as a curse.
Yeah, you're probably right. That's nothing. You wouldn't want to hear about it anyway. Just a huge creature frozen in ice.
What? Where?
In a cave, not far from your lab. And here's the extra weird part. As soon as I called it in, they closed off the area. Don't want anyone going in there.
But why?
Sammy, I'm no biologist, but I think there was something wrong with it. Its skin just seemed off. Alien.
An alien on planet 4546B. No.
I'm serious, Sam. Something ain't right. Wish I could show you, but I can't get back in there.
You can't. But I might know how to.
Whatever you're thinking, we never had this conversation.
Heck yeah, I completely forgot that they will continue reading off when you put away the PDA. So you don't have to sit on it. Let me change. Where's the PDA pause? There it is. And they have a beacon. We'll leave the beacon chilling here. It's a good way to keep track of things. Grab trap. Ah, the last sea glide fragment. Heck yeah.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Gonna do some circling around, make sure we don't miss anything that we can scan, like this. Grab a breath. Do not. You can hold on to it for a little bit. Yeah, you got that, didn't you? You proud of yourself? Can I have it back now? Thank you. Look at these guys. Just swirling around. Spinnerfish. Come here. Let me scan you. Can you be friends?
Discovered.
Kind of a boring friend.
30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Not very cute. You look small. Can you be friend? Oh. You're feisty. Can you be friend? Oh, you're very angry. You are not friend.
New creature discovered.
You're trying to eat me, aren't you? Not friend. Hi. Hi, guys. Maybe the sea monkeys can help me find a friend. Penguin! Penguin! Penguin!
Oxygen.
Penguin! 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 Hey, wait, no, no. Yeah, that's not yours to play with. Give it. Alright, so I think we've found everything around the emergency supply cache, so we will go over here and we're going to change the beacon blue so that it's still there, but it's not in our face.
Seek fluid intake.
Alright, alright.
Vital signs stabilizing.
The hunting trials and horizons can suck a dick, specifically the Thunderdraw one. Oh yeah, I know. The Thunderdraw one is such a pain in the fucking ass. That was one of my most hated fights. Honestly, the big fights in general are just painful and annoying, especially when they like require certain things of you, like, oh, you have to like knock a weapon off of the big machine and then use that weapon that you knocked off to kill it with, and you have to do it within like 30 seconds. And I'm like, how the fuck am I supposed to do that shit? What is the plan there? It's just, it's even wilder when you get into Forbidden West and they have the arena. And the arena is literally like the hunting trials, except it's against other players. You can record your time and see how other players handled the same fight as you. And it is so scary. Getting into the arena and doing like the very big fights with like the massive machines and getting like a 1 minute 32-second time, and you're like, hell yeah, I did good. That was pretty nice. I killed those 3 big machines within a minute 32 seconds. That's good. And then you get the scores of the other players, and there's a player that managed to bring them all down in 15.6 seconds. And that's not even an exaggeration or joke. I have a screenshot of that player that brought down 3 massive machines in 15 seconds. And I'm like, how the fuck did you do that? You're bullshitting me with that. There's no way. So it's insane. Like, some of the players take those fights very seriously and put way too much effort into them. Let's make some water. And we can cook some food now that we've picked up those. Actually, let's do that real quick. I forget that technically you learn recipes for fish and cooking by picking them up.
New creature discovered.
Boomerang. Yeet.
New creature discovered. New creature discovered. New creature discovered.
Ah man, it's a whiteout. Can't see a damn thing up there. There we go. Now we got some snack options. Cooked bladderfish, spongy, gristly, low calorie count. Boomerang, good eating around the fins. Hoopfish, never eat the antenna. Spinnerfish, it may turn your stomach. Arctic peeper, cold and spongy. Symbiote, a clean, lean meal, tastes like reconstituted lobster. Fuck yeah. Alright, let's get a couple symbiotes. 15? Yeah, 15. Scary. You'll see some, whenever you do play Forbidden West, and like you do the arena stuff, you'll see some terrifyingly insane times for those fights. Snack, snack. Let's make the Sea Glide. Fuck yeah.
The Sea Glide is a personal transportation device used for high-speed freediving. Contains a built-in light and map.
I am
If
going
you are
to
tired
build
of
an air
hearing the
bladder.
word oxygen, the air bladder provides a significant upward thrust to help you get to air faster.
I do like a PDA that can rag on itself a little bit. Let's see. We don't need the mineral detector. Yeah, we'll take the. Let's make a couple of light sticks since we can, and we'll put away the flare. Put away most of the flares. We'll keep one on us for reasons. And we'll build a couple of light sticks that we can just take with us. The storm stopped? Yes. Ooh. What we got here? Penguins! Penguin colony! Baby penguin! Penguin! Oh, you're so cute! Look at you! Oh! I'm sorry! Here, I'm sorry. Okay, they didn't want me to take that one. I'm gonna take this one. I'm gonna snatch it while it's in the water. Hide your kids. I'm gonna snatch your kids. Come here. Look at him. Look at the doopy face. Oh, oh, bless you. He's so cute. All right, you can be free. Don't want your parents getting mad at me. Well, I am not seeing a radio tower anywhere. I guess we'll just have to bebop around until we find what we need to. You know, penguins, they're so cute. What we got here? Mineral detector, desk. It is a munchkin man. So soft and so cute. It loves me so. Not seeing anything else up here. maybe some materials fell? Oh. It's freaking windy today. It's a good day for kite flying.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
What are you? Come here, Miss Game. Brute shark. Ow! Rude. It was very brutish of you. No, no. Mean. That's SOS.
That sounds like a distress call.
Transmission of unknown origin. Source of transmission depth calculated at approximately 200 meters.
Okay.
Oxygen.
Is there like a general direction to head in, or is it just 200 meters down? Is it 200 meters down this way?
Warning. Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased. Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining. Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Interesting. We recognize this material from another life.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
But we're definitely not doing great on oxygen down here. Open up!
Oxygen.
Okay, let's hope we can make it. Air bladder, just way too useful. Alright, let's start keeping an eye on these. What do we got here? Open. A rebreather. Oh, that'd be super useful to build. Yes, 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 yes. sea truck fragment, yes.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Suck your oxygen, warning. Oh. SOS. We're in the right direction. What's going on here? I've never seen the alien stuff act like this. I guess this is where they wanted us to go.
Sanctuary power critical.
Hello? Is someone there?
In a manner of speaking. We're running out of time.
Hello? What are we running out of time for?
What is all this?
Seeking emergency storage medium.
I can help you better if you show yourself.
If we could show ourselves, we would not need storage.
You mean you don't have a physical presence? Are you one of them? An architect?
Storage medium identified.
We will be lost unless we find a new host. Can you help?
Can you use my PDA for storage?
You are not with the group from before. Your cybernetic components bear their signal.
Altera? No, my equipment is, borrowed.
It will have to do.
Is this one of the creatures that built all of this? The aliens of 4546B? Wow, neat. Ion cubes. So early in the game. Wow.
How long have you been stored here?
Longer than hoped.
Warning. Sanctuary power critical.
My data can be downloaded from the terminal. We may speak more once the transfer is complete.
Yes, okay. Hurrying.
Storage medium accepted. Brace for transfer.
Brace? What's happening?
Transfer. Transfer complete.
How do you feel?
Why do you sound like you're inside my head?
The facility identified hospitable capacity within your cerebral cortex.
You are in my head? I offered you my PDA! Get out!
Oh no. Does your kind perceive a boundary between cybernetic and organic components?
My mind is not a component.
You sound angry. We will allow you a moment to process.
Don't you go silent on me. Hello? This is not happening. That's the explanation. It's not happening.
What the... Dude! Architect containment cube. Containment cube. While advanced human civilization has attempted for centuries to develop successful whole brain emulation techniques, it appears that the architect race has built a platform for accomplishing this holy grail of life extension technology. Physically, the containment cube appears to be comprised of a redundant array of quantum holographic storage layers supporting a hyperdense capacity of 35 bits per electron. The energy field that feeds a suspended animated cube also serves to power the operating software, allowing the intelligence in storage to maintain consciousness throughout the storage period. Once the stored consciousness has been transferred out of the cube, the component parts will become inert. Without witnessing and carefully observing the backup process, it is difficult to ascertain how the transfer works, or whether or not the process is truly lossless. So now what? I just have an alien in my head?
Warning, passing 200 meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
Oh shoot, no, I didn't mean to do
You're
that.
probably wondering who I am. My name is Al-An. I belong to the people your kind calls architects. It is my understanding that you did not intend to give me permission to share your storage medium. Perhaps you will prefer to focus on the construction of a new storage medium to which I may transfer. I have added the information to your databank. You will need to find the necessary components. It will require a search. I have been disconnected from my network for so long I cannot locate the coordinates.
The rebreather facilitates extensive free diving. By recycling air more efficiently at significant depths, breathe the freedom.
I guess the only thing to do is just keep searching. Just keep searching. Just keep searching. Man, I'm mad at myself for accidentally turning down his call. Like, yeah, the dialogue that we got from the PDA, from like the, I guess, a voicemail equivalent of what he left, is pretty much the same, but we don't get Robin's reactions to him and everything, which kind of sucks. I'll try to be more careful. Oh shoot, is it a whiteout? There we go. You gotta give it to 4546B though. It's pretty. Let's see. You would think a radio tower wouldn't be that hard to find.
Dangerous weather approaching. Seek shelter.
And back into whiteout conditions.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining. Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining. New blueprint synthesized. Oxygen.
Oh, not good, not good, not good. Oh. Please be not afraid. I'm gonna stay up here for a second. Just chill. What was that? Don't worry about what that was. It's fine. The only thing I can think of is just keep looking. Like the person that sent us the message about the radio tower was like, it's easy to spot. It's a whiteout like 70% of the time. What do you mean it's easy to spot?
Dangerous weather approaching. Seek shelter.
The dangerous weather needs to take a break. chance that I can find where we're supposed to be going. Huddle with the penguins.
Alterra beacon signature detected. Unique identifier. Delta Station dock.
Delta Station. This is the place Lil mentioned in her message.
Is a recorded message. If you can hear this, you're trespassing. If you know what's good for you, you'll get the hell out of here.
That voice seems familiar from another life. Manuel gave me this jailbroken scanner tool thing and said I need more shower heads. This would weed you to the necessary minerals. What? He also told me to keep it on the down low. I guess this is what a master's certificate in applied geology gets you these days. A job as a glorified construction worker. I should have studied interstellar law like Dad said. I have to hand it to Emmanuel, though. I don't know what he did to the scanner, but it does a great job at zeroing in on specific minerals. It's better than hoping I stumble across the right outcroppings. I can't tell if I'm going the right way around here or not. This place is a maze.
Stop right there, Altera. You're out of bounds.
I'm not with Altera.
Then your position is doubly precarious.
What do you mean?
If you're telling the truth, you're out of your mind. If you're lying, there'll be hell to pay.
Wait! Who are you?
Stay off my land.
The woman in the exosuit has been traced as far as my technology will allow.
In the future, I hope you will avoid contact with the woman in the exosuit. I am among the last of a dying civilization. If you were to compromise your well-being, the species could go extinct.
What makes you think she's hostile anyway? A little grumpy maybe, but who wouldn't be, stranded out here alone?
She did not respond to my distress call, and she is well armed.
Maybe she's afraid of us.
I have no desire to find out.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Well, at least we're not alone out here this time. Hey, Delta Station. We made it. Went out to my car and almost got blown away by the wind. Yeah, it's a good day for kite flying. It's a great day for kites.
Hypothermia imminent. New blueprint synthesized.
Heck yeah. Lots of building stuff so we could build a base when we get back.
For the last time, I'm not cheating.
Then what's your theory? What's going on?
If you ask me, Zeta's been blinking a lot. I think it's a tell.
He does have a point there.
It's allergies.
Allergies? Oh, is something in bloom in this frozen sector?
Thermal lilies. And if you gang up on me, I swear you're all fired.
You're not even my boss.
Oh, you're all so gullible. You're fighting each other. Meanwhile, look at Pavan. Just look at him.
What am I doing? I'm not doing anything.
Let's just take this to a vote. All those who think Zeta's allergies are a bad case of alienitis, say intruder.
Intruder?
Intruder.
Intruder. Danny,
Oh, I'm just an observer here.
I'm going to use my pass.
is there some kind of scientist conspiracy going on here? Zeta, Sam, Danielle, you three are suddenly very aligned.
Or, like I said, Parvin is cheating.
I'm starting to wish I was cheating.
Okay, so they're playing Among Us. Fuck yeah, an
A map will
actual
come in
map.
handy. I should be able to find my way to Phi Robotics where Sam worked.
I think that's definitely one of the best things that they fixed about Subnautica with Below Zero is they gave us a freaking map. A map. By combining the use of the beacons and the live pod, we should be able to find each and every single one of these very easily. We have Delta Station, which is where we're at, Mission HQ, Communications and Logistics, Phi Robotics Center, which is Engineering and Robotics, Outpost Zero, which is xenobiological research, Copa Mining Site, which is material excavation, looks like to be right below Delta Station, and Omega Lab, biological research, classified. Fred LaChance, IT courier and maintenance generalist, reports to Emmanuel. Current project, various, and an E5A5 personality. Jeremiah Murgle, technician, reports to Emmanuel. Current project, communications tower maintenance, personality E1A1. Oh, Sam drew a spy penguin, a little penguin picture. It's so cute. Gimme.
Jenny, you wouldn't believe the adventure I'm having. It's just like when we were kids and we used to play Underwater City, only the sea monsters aren't pretend, and I don't need to hide behind you when one swims by, because I'm safe in my sea truck. Safe and very, very brave. Please tell Dad for me. Thanks so much for the mustache kit, by the way. Be honest, I wasn't sure if it was a gag gift at first. Personal grooming is something of a challenge here, and as you know, I'm a pretty low-maintenance guy to begin with, but you'd be surprised how handy mustache wax is in an emergency. There have been some close scrapes. For a while there, someone was sabotaging my truck, and I thought I was seeing things. But my friend Sam helped me sort it out. Although, she's had some troubles of her own lately. To be honest, I get a little worried out here sometimes. But I guess that's normal, under the circumstances. Gotta expect a little risk, right? I should be happy. I have great friends and a good paycheck. Anyway, love you, Jenny, and Dad. Please find a way to tell him that he won't find embarrassing. And don't worry, I'm looking for the perfect fish to bring back as a gift. Your favorite.
Fred seems like he was a nice guy.
Communications Tower maintenance log. Another day, another slight by the winged furies. As usual, I got an interference alert. As usual, I went out to see what the problem was. As usual, it was frozen stalagmites of feathered bird excrement. I fear the career impact of saying this officially, if you can even call what I have a career. But I could swear they're targeting me personally. The week I was out with the flu, I came back to find the tower spotless. Parvin laughed at me when I asked him how he cleaned it. Silly me, as if Parvin would ever clean anything. There's nothing left for me to do but quit. But I know that's what the birds want me to do. Oh, and I got the tower up and running. Maintenance complete.
Integrating new PDA data.
Cushy setup. Must belong to one of those higher-uppers. Maybe I can find clues about Sam here.
Emmanuel Desjardins, Human Resources and Communications Liaison, reports to Altera HQ, personality E5A4.
Good morning, Frostpack. Just a quick update to inform you of some key achievements and priority shifts we need you all to get behind. The Spy Pangling project was a resounding success. Please join me in congratulating Samantha IU, who is now reassigned to Outpost Zero, helping us dream of future initiatives. Congratulations are also in order for Danielle Valenti and her team at Omega Lab. The closing of Phi Robotics means important funds can be redirected to their Kara bacteria study, which has important, positive implications for the life sciences. You're all doing an exceptional job, and I don't want to promise anything, but HQ has been taking notice. Keep up the good work, and I think we can start discussing bonuses soon.
Sam really got under management's skin. I didn't know she had it in her.
Good morning, Frostpack. David, you'll be happy to know the Frostpack is making excellent progress. I must say, my management style appears to be uniquely well-suited to isolated planets. I miss you, of course, but I wonder if you feel it too. As great as we are together, we're almost better apart. Just look at how well Prosperina did in her last show. I'm sorry I couldn't be there to see it, but I'm sure if I'd been around, I'd only have made her nervous. Once this mission is over, I'll come home for a few good months. And then, what do you think if we look at reorganizing our expectations to facilitate longer-term separation success? I really think this could be a great model for us going forward, romantically and otherwise. Don't forget, I love you from the depths of my heart. Keep on succeeding in your projects. You know there's nothing I find more attractive.
Okay, relationships are so freaking weird in this universe. What do you think if we look at reorganizing our expectations to facilitate longer-term separations? Just say that you want to do long distance from now on. What? Why y'all gotta be so extra?
Tower maintenance log. Okay, this time the birds have really done it. I don't know what they've been eating, but it's corrosive when it comes out the other end. I'm gonna need to rewire. I'm short an element to fabricate the right cable. I remember seeing some when I did that dive to the old ship. I'm gonna go out there and see if I can get some more. That should fix it. Maintenance status? In progress.
Sector 0 region scan. 2 active human life forms detected. Unauthorized habitat construction and vehicular activity detected. Recommendation: observe and prepare for possible intervention. It is recommended that all training be completed while Tower is in test mode. Test mode is fully functional, simulated version of live mode. While in test mode, all communication from the tower, including distress signals, security alerts, and spy transmissions, will be disabled. To initiate test mode, insert the test override module into the diagnostic port as depicted in the diagram to the left. The activate test mode command may be entered via the terminal once the test override module has been inserted. Alrighty. I doubt that we're going to be able to get down to where that other person is without getting a sea truck. So we'll have to start looking for sea truck fragments. Ow.
Fred, I'm not blaming you. But what do you mean it's gone? Where did it go? You found some trouble somewhere in the deep twisty bridges and decided to jettison modules?
Yeah, I had to jettison a module. I got free, went back for it. It was just gone.
And you think someone stole it?
Or something. I didn't lose it, that's for sure. I'm careful with my tools.
I'm sure you are, but you have to admit there have been a lot of sea truck accidents, and they're rather expensive.
You wanna follow me on a few runs tomorrow? See what it's like? Conditions are way harsher than anything I ever imagined. I don't know if you could really understand it from inside your base.
That won't be necessary. Thanks for your time. I'll write it up as an accident.
God, he seems like such a dick to work with. Especially the way he talks. Alright. So he said he jettisoned the module around the deep, twisty bridges area. I'm thinking that we actually head back towards base and we lay down our first home. Ooh, pretty. And while we are making our way back to the life pod, we'll keep an eye out for more sea truck modules.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Heck yeah, we got all the sea truck fragments. That was easy.
Acquired. Oxygen.
I'm working on it. Alright, let's start thinking on what we want to do for base. I want to build semi-close to the life pod, but we don't have to build as close as we did the last time. Should probably build a habitat builder first, but I'm thinking about doing a multiplex style. Partially above water, partially in.
You do not trust Alterra.
No, neither do you.
But your sister was Alterran.
My sister was my sister. She worked for Alterra.
My people do not perceive a difference. We are what we work for.
Well, Sam wasn't. I should have guessed Alterra would find a way to clip Sam's wings, like I knew they'd do to mine. I tried to warn her, and she was stubborn, just like me. Ever since I was a kid, I always wanted to be so different from her. Scrappier, faster, way less play by the rules.
Was Sam working in the best interest of Alterra?
Yes, but they definitely didn't think so.
We believe that individuals may operate in the best interest of the collective or against the best interest of the collective. There is no in-between to us.
So you always saw eye to eye on absolutely everything with your network?
No.
I sense there's more to this story.
And more to your sister's story as well.
That's fine. Change the subject. We'll come back to it later.
I have determined the location of some important technology. I implore you to investigate.
Will this help us build you a body?
I do not know what we will find. I just know it is important.
Adding emergency shelter blueprints to your databank. With the Builder tool, you can construct sea bases from raw materials, advising against exploring a frozen water continent without a base. No bed, no storage, no place to put a fabricator module. No fun. Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Robin's voice actor is Kimberly Brooks. Did a little bit of Googling for you. Kimberly Brooks is Robin's voice actor. Alright, so now we have a location to go to for him. But all in due time. First things first.
Warning, emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
Just want to get up. Let me up. It's the only thing about building above ground. It's a little bit harder to place things.
Hypothermia imminent.
Yes, very cold. Thanks. She voices Sivu Arath in Destiny. Heck yeah. Can I just build it down here? That'd be close enough.
Power restored. All primary systems online. Welcome aboard, Captain.
Ah, you recognize her voice most from Mass Effect. Nice. That's one thing I really do like about the different games. That no matter what universe style, or like no matter what universe you're playing in, you can usually find at least one or two voice actors you recognize from other games, and it kind of gives you a sense of familiarity. Man. Not quite what I wanted. I will say that just like in Subnautica, where things shift and change around a little bit, that is the same for this. I actually popped on creative mode last night, and the life pod landed slightly further away. There was an iceberg that was about this size, but a little bit smaller next to it, and I was able to perfectly build on top of it and then underneath it and so on and so forth. But because of the way the dynamics are for this one, we'll have to do something different.
Oxygen.
Power restored. All primary systems online. Welcome aboard, Captain.
Nice. Though I'm surprised that we don't have glass windows as an option to build, and I'm wondering if maybe we were supposed to scan the glass windows back at the multipurpose rooms at Delta Station. Either way, there is one thing I for certain want to get built first.
The jukebox lets you listen to music in your base. No one said survival couldn't be funky.
What is the purpose of this device?
It plays music so that I have something to listen to.
What is music? I can detect certain patterns within it. Is it mathematical? An instrument of science? Does it help with your research?
It does, just not in the way you're probably thinking. Music and math are strongly related. Rhythm is math, harmonies can be math, but music as a whole is more than that. We experience it on an emotional level.
I sense it has an impact on your pulse and breathing. It makes you move. Humans are controlled by music.
We make music, and we're moved by it. Not everything is about control, Alan.
Seek fluid intake. Vital signs stabilizing.
I'm gonna throw all of this down in here, and then do decorate, like actual proper decorating later. Just gonna get this out of my storage. Focus. The C-Truck X12. Say no to sky rays. Keep calm and truck on. And this is the Mercury 2. Pretty sure that was the ship. I can't remember if it was the ship that the Altera team came down with, that Sam's team came down with, or if it was the ship that came down before them. C-Truck, C-Truck. And we picked up a C-Depth upgrade module, so now the crush depth is 300 meters. That's nice. Alright, I think for now we can do some more exploring. Alright, so we have the Architect artifact and the pilot's last known piston. I guess we'll head this way first. It really just depends on how deep everything is. Okay, well, it doesn't seem very far down. It's just a matter of figuring out how to get to it. Maybe down here? It's fine, just a few bumps and bruises. We made the repair tool, right? Honestly, this is one of the things I do love about the Sea Truck is it's so small and can fit pretty much everywhere. Makes it a good vehicle to take around. And it's durable. We're smacking it around in here and it's doing just fine. Alright, might have to leave it up here. Just for safety purposes, we'll leave it up here. I don't want to risk getting it stuck. But before I pop out and head down there, I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick and also grab a drink. You should do the same if you need to. Take a break, take a stretch, grab a snack, grab a drink, stay hydrated or dehydrated. In the meantime, I leave you here in the ambiance of this place. Looks to be a kelp root cave. And we have some little sea monkey friends here, so enjoy them. I'm gonna drink real quick. We don't have any water on us. Oh well. But I shall be right back. have returned. I got distracted by the kitties. Are you going to join me, Munchkin Man? Wanna come sit with me? You seem so cuddly. Come sit. Yeah. Hello, Munchkin boy.
What you found is more than just an artifact. It will help me follow the traces my people left on this planet.
I'm glad it could help.
I know you would still prefer me to have a corporeal form of my own.
Well, yes.
If you continue searching, I may regain some of my connection to the network, piece by piece.
A water analysis station. This apparent research device seems built to determine the chemical components and properties of water samples. Possible applications include testing for levels of corabacterium in the water, spectroscopic analysis, and experimental application of light, heat, or chemical compounds via the cylindrical core at the center of the storage chamber. Neat. Munchkin Man, you're just so precious. You wanna say hi?
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Munchkin Man says hi.
Oxygen.
Hello. What you got
Should
there?
be able to use this.
Okay. Thank you. That was very helpful of you. Do you want anything in return? Do you want to play with my scanner? No.
Oxygen.
No. So they just gave us some gold. That was nice of them.
The sea monkeys have changed their tune. If only I could let them know what I need. Maybe they could bring me something useful next time.
Alright, so since we don't have a need to collect resources, I'm going to tell you how to do this. The sea monkeys can actually bring you what you need if you have the mineral detector. When you have the mineral detector, you can switch through it to select the mineral that you're looking for. Once you have that mineral selected as it being searched for, the sea monkeys somehow in some way are able to pick up on that, but they will bring you the mineral that you're looking for on your mineral scanner. So if you need a specific piece and you think the monkeys can find it for you faster than you can, put it on your scanner and go visit them and they will go and search for it. They're super helpful creatures. Just a little bit snatchy when it comes to personal products of ours, like our scanner. Alright, let's see if we can't scoot our way out of here. I might have just smacked into a sea monkey, but it's okay. These things are cool. Frost an enemy. And they have a frost an enemy heart that could be used for production purposes. Sea truck, sea truck. I guess we can start heading towards this person's last known location. Please don't. I just got the sea truck. No, I don't have a defense! No! Ah, you bastard. Let go. I might take 2 more points off of aggression. That's a smidgen more aggressive than I was going for.
Geothermal activity detected below. Beware of high pressure and temperatures.
Thank you for notifying me. I still hear you back there. Do not grab me again. Our sea truck couldn't handle it if he grabs us again.
Seek fluid intake.
Shoot, we ain't got no water on us. Oh, hey, it's a squid shark. That's you. That's what you sound like. Okay, so it's not an exact location, but more of the person that you're looking for is in this general area thing. Make sure there's no enemies around us. We will need to find something in order to revamp our water intake. Oh, what you got there? We might have to just make the trip back, because even if we do find like some fish that we could like eat, we don't have a thermal blade, so we can't cook them on the spot. It's okay, because we still have the pilot's last known position recorded, and I do think that we should be able to mosey our way down there.
Detecting stern of an astronautical Soltrons Gov vessel nearby. Vessel name, Mercury 2. Inoperative.
I am looking at the stern of a Mercury 2.
How do your people communicate if you are not networked?
What do you mean? We just talk to each other.
Do you not find that primitive? We exist as data. We are all aware of each other's thoughts and needs. Scientific endeavors are accomplished much more smoothly this way.
There's more to life than research, Alan. I can't lie. Work would go faster if I could read my colleagues' minds, but thoughts are private, and people have their own inner lives. People change and need space to think.
Space helps you think. I find that being separated from my network is very quiet.
What do you mean by quiet?
Imagine 1,000 strings, each playing its own range of notes, none louder than the others. Each one builds harmony, a continuous thrum in the background of existence. I am now a lone string in search of familiar harmonies.
I'll help you find them.
Oh. Alan's a neat character. I mean, it's cool actually being able to talk to one of the architects that, like, built everything here. One of the alien subspecies that is responsible for pretty much everything that we dealt with in Subnautica. Okay, I think I already built a repair tool. I did. So let's get you fixed. I'm just making sure that there's nothing else that we should probably take with us. I'm going to
Vital signs stabilizing.
put these in storage. Oh wait. Craft more to take with us. Alright, seeing as we have to pass by Delta Scout and run back up to the base, just to see, make sure that there's nothing more to scan. Because, like, I figured that glass walls would be automatic. In Subnautica, once you've scanned the multi-purpose room, it gives you the reinforced wall pieces and it gives you glass so that you can have windows. And I guess that's not how this works for this game. I guess we need to scan the windows as well. And I feel like there were windows in those multi-purpose rooms, so we should scan them. Yeah, I don't get it. That's a glass wall. Is there a reason why I'm not allowed to have pretty windows? Weird. We are approaching maximum depth, so we can't take this sea truck too much further. But there's a light stick over there. So I think we're heading in the right direction. We just have to be mindful.
Didn't I tell you to stay away?
From what? I don't even know who you are.
Marguerite Maida's the name. You're on my turf.
Great. Can I come in and warm up?
What part of go away do you not understand, Altera?
I'm not with Altera.
It's Marguerite! Wait a second. Marguerite... It's been over a decade.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Since they crashed. What the fuck, Marguerite? Sick prawn suit. Marguerite's prawn suit. The standard issue MK3 prawn has been manually altered by its owner, exchanging one of its hot swappable work arms for the mandible of a young chelicerate? It's either chelicerate or chelicerate. Given the range of available high-tech prawn modifications in the non-classified Altera fabrication suit, these customizations appear to be more of a stylistic choice than a functional one. However, the sharp claw arm could certainly be used effectively in defensive scenarios by an experienced pilot. This custom suit also appears to have heavy use over a long period of time, judging by the barnacle overgrowth and permanently damaged sections of the exoskeleton. Assessment: the owner doesn't want you messing around. Damn, 6 prawn suit. Oh, a moon pool we can scan a moon pool.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
What signal for what? Whatever. Marguerite. Just here to say I'm a fan. Can I get your autograph? Hello?
I told you to stay off my land.
You trained that thing?
Next time I'll let him tear you to ribbons, Altera.
I'm not with Altera. I'm Robin Ayu. I'm looking for information about my sister Sam. I think you might have crossed paths.
Bull crap. I suggest you take the time you need to come to your senses and then get off my sea base. If you're not Altera, why don't you disable that damn tracking satellite tower instead of barging into my sea base? Maybe once Altera's off my back, I'll remember something about your sister. There's some junk on that table that might help. I couldn't get it to work.
Okay. Duly noted. Also, nice base you got here. It's pretty sick.
That far out to sea. Swimming back for a land.
That's number 2. Let's see if we can't find number 1 before we listen to that. Sea truck perimeter defense. Hell yeah.
New technology acquired.
Snow Fox. Snow Stalker. Oh, she has a test override module fragment. And an old blue tablet. Man, she has a skull of a... I'm not bothering your mama. Alright, I'm checking out her stuff. She has a skull of a Reaper Leviathan in here. A massive one at that. I'll close this for her. Let's pop outside and see if we can't scan something from the exterior. That's what I thought. I was like, there's no way you're gonna give me a large room, glass roof, but not the actual room itself. Heck yeah. Water filtration suit, not spy pingling. This is Sam's tech.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining. New technology acquired.
Okay. Well, she gave us our orders of what to do next, and that is to build the test module so that we can turn off the radio tower. I don't know what I just hit, but I'm sure it's fine. Alrighty, made it back home. I'm gonna check real quick and see how long we've been streaming for. Alright, we're gonna bring this particular stream to an end. What time is it? I will stream again in about 15 or so minutes. But for now, we are going to end our stream like we have been ending the Subnautica streams, which is by going over any fauna scans that we have. Ah, that's right. We also got Marguerite's log that we can listen to.
That far out to sea, swimming back for land wasn't an option. I'd die from exhaustion long before I made it to shore. All I could do was survive long enough to wash up somewhere. I felt a suction, and suddenly there were vast jaws rising out of the water towards me. It had taken hours for the Reaper's corpse to float to the surface. Using the knife, I clambered up her flank and got a perch on top. I figured she'd float for a few days at least, enough for me to catch my breath. But would she sink before or after I died of thirst? I had a knife, a repair tool, and 3 liters of water. At least I wasn't gonna die of exhaustion. Now, those Reapers, they're practically all muscle, but there's some fat in there. I was able to keep warm and drink the water. And I didn't have much, but I had that repair tool, so I had a spark. It took a week to light that first fire. And I know more about the burning properties of Reaper fat than I ever cared to. I had to ration fires, but as they burned, I could smoke meat that I carved out of the beast's rib cage.
Damn, Marguerite, show off! So the Reaper that attacked their base, however long ago that was for them, she killed it by hand and rode it all this way? That's awesome. Let's go over our fauna that we have picked up. We have the Arctic peeper, a fast prey fish camouflaged against the ice. Like the common peeper, it is fast and relatively intelligent, allowing it to survive in large numbers. Researcher notes, do not like the auto-generated name. Suggest Iceclops. Assessment edible. We also have the bladderfish, which is the unusual herbivore that appears to be mostly defenseless and bears little resemblance to other life forms around it. It has the semi-permeable bladder that is able to filter air and seawater into its body cavity through a unique membrane which surrounds its spine like a bladder. This allows it to remove and consume organic particulate caught on the way and adjust its buoyancy. It also has open-ended vascular tubing which can be angled and contracted to pump out water and achieve low-velocity guided propulsion. Largely oblivious to threats and practically immobile at night, its only identified defense mechanism is that it's composed almost entirely of water, air, and cartilage. Assessment edible, but can also be used for the oxygen and air bladder and added to tanks. We have the boomerang, an herbivore encountered in large numbers, found to frequent the shallow waters and move in schools. It has serrated teeth, which suggest an adaptation for grinding corals other herbivores are unable to digest. It has twin fins. Unusually, this species' two fins are cartilaginous extension of its skeleton. They are less prone to damage and provide superior propulsion, but are also harder to grow back. The bright blue tips are the ends of its digestive tract where the luminescence of the corals it consumes is most focused. Most active during daylight hours and prone to flee on approach. The boomerang can be more easily observed at night when its luminescence gives it away and it seeks shelter in the seabed. Edible. We have the featherfish. The featherfish is a common species that lives in various biomes. Its coloring is distinct but also functional. The bright white on the belly of the fish helps keep it safe from predators below, blending in with the sunlight coming through the surface of the water. We also have the hoopfish, a small school mentality prey fish with a unique method of propulsion and a distant relative of the bladderfish. Rather than swimming, this life form uses fine green antennae which circle its body to alter the composition of the water in front of it, allowing it to sail into the low-density space created. Its purple-green coloration may be a camouflage adaptation for mid-range light wavelengths and possibly indicating the hoopfish is more active at dawn and dusk. While schools of hoopfish will form periodically and evade predators en masse, this behavior is more social than defensive, and lone hoopfish are often found hunting for food and displaying generally curious behavior. Edible. And we have the spinnerfish, a bizarre fish with star-like fins, which it spins to generate propulsion. Capable of very high speeds in a straight line and a slow, wide turning circle. Like other small prey fish, they feed on a variety of seeds and grasses around the seabed. They are edible. We also have 5 large herbivores. We have the Arctic ray, a fast-moving ray species well adapted to low-temperature environments with 2 sets of wing-like fins, which enable this ray to quickly change direction and accelerate. Like other rays, it is exclusively herbivorous. Assessment is that it is harmless. The hive mind. The hive mind are never alone and grow in massive clusters. They are physically connected by a root system, which sends out chemical signals in the presence of large predators. This signal activates a chemical reaction within its green porous membrane, resulting in a visible change of color in its bioluminescence. This action has 2 effects. The uniform change in color grants the hive mind the appearance of one large interconnected organism. This is a form of camouflage called disruptive coloration, which is confusing to predators. Smaller sea creatures confuse the change in color for sunlight and are drawn towards the cluster for hunting purposes. We have the lovely sea monkey, a medium-sized and intelligent herbivore which shows great interest in other life forms and their possessions. More research is needed to understand this life form and its behavior. 2 finger-like appendages on each forearm are tipped with suction pads for basic object manipulation. Its large turquoise crest is made of rigid bone and possibly used as a ram, although this has not been observed. Sea monkeys roam the ocean almost playfully, largely fearless of predators, and seem to form small nests where they hoard objects of interest for unknown purposes. Assessment is to investigate, with caution. The sea monkey nest is a large bowl-like structure made of packed sediment and plant matter. The sea monkeys use their wide, flat tails to pack the materials and form the structure of the nest. Sea monkeys are naturally curious creatures and often drawn to metallic materials, which they gather to reinforce the sides of their nests. And we also found the Titan holefish, a large, docile herbivore which emits oxygen and is defended by the small, aggressive symbiotes which accompany them. Slow, stupid, and delicious. It has complex gills that line the inside of the hole, drawing cold water in and emitting warm, oxygen-rich water in its place. This attracts symbiotes, which make the holefish their home, and fiercely ward off any approaching life form. It migrates more or less at random, feeding from nutrients deposited by the symbiotes. The Titan holefish has evolved entirely beyond basic survival mechanisms like speed, intelligence, or hunting. It exists in a semi-permanent state of unreflective calm, swimming forward on impulse, fully trusting the complex ecosystem which supports it. Assessment is that it is a valuable oxygen resource if you can reach it. And we have 6 carnivores. The brinewing, a medium-sized predator known to spit supercooled salt water to freeze its prey from afar. A large bladder on the brinewing's underside fills with seawater as it swims. Some water is filtered out through an internal membrane, leaving behind a strong saline solution. Two flat, transparent, extendable fins act as radiators, releasing heat and cooling the bladder's contents. The brine wing can then contract its bladder, expelling the supercooled brine and freezing the seawater up to several meters away from it. While warm-blooded life forms may suffer minor injuries on contact with the brine, it is not cold enough to freeze most vertebrates. The real danger is being helplessly encased in a block of ice, sinking ever closer towards the brine wing's jaws. Assessment: beware a full bladder. We also have the Barut shark, a common shark-like predator with low intelligence. It's a relatively streamlined body, enables it fast navigation of tight spaces, yellow turquoise colorization, provides camouflage in shallow waters, and slow moving, it ambushes small fish from above. Assessment is that it is a minor threat, more of an annoyance. We have the crashfish, of course, the unusual species that has developed an emergency defense mechanism based on mutually assured destruction. With its forward-mounted eye, it enables the creature to identify and track potential predators. The sulfur plant has evolved to feed on sulfuric compounds secreted by the crashfish, which makes its nest within the leaves. Stronger, more protective plants provide superior nesting grounds, which in turn provide the plant with more nutrients from a larger crashfish. Concentrations of sulfur build up in the organism over time. If the crashfish collides with something at sufficient speed, the spikes on its torso are impacted, triggering an explosive chemical reaction. Assessment: equip stasis rifle, repulsion cannon, or similar before approaching shallow caves. We have the Cryptosuchus. The Cryptosuchus, I'm pretty sure that is how it's pronounced, Cryptosuchus, yeah, is a large shark-like beast, easily identifiable by its carapace of thin, bony plates. These plates are defensive, bony structures that aid in heat absorption among thermal vents. It propels itself with wide, webbed flippers that displace massive amounts of water. The Cryptosuchus is a bit of a contradictory creature. Despite its fearsome appearance, it is more roar than bite. While territorial, the Cryptosuchus tends to retreat from confrontation after being attacked once. This is likely a form of agnostic posturing. Aggressive fauna tend to avoid fights if the probability of injury is too high. Assessment: avoid, but can be handled in a pinch. Pinglings! Young penguins tend to huddle on dry land, awaiting their next meal. They consume almost exclusively fish regurgitated by adults in the huddle. They stay to the center of the huddle so as to stay warm and out of the wind, and if separated from the huddle, the adults will become agitated and begin searching for their young penguins. So please do not do this. Assessment: harmless. Penguins! A bird-like creature that hunts small fish below the water and huddles in packs on the ice above. It consumes small prey fish and regurgitates them for its young. It has a retractable tail and claws which allow for fast evasion of predators underwater and maximum grip on the ice. Sharp teeth are concealed inside the beak, which can tear chunks out of aggressors and prey alike. Huddles in packs on the surface for protection against the cold. Assessment is that they are less cuddly than they look. And we have the snow stalker. The snow stalker is a bear-like evolutionary offshoot of the aquatic stalker, native to the warmer aquatic biomes of 4546b. The snow stalkers are typically apex predators in their biomes. They operate in packs and are primarily land-based creatures, but will enter the water to hunt and defend their territory. Thick, hollow fur that secretes a thin layer of oil keeps the snow stalker warm in the Arctic climate. Modified dorsal fins aid in aquatic hunting. The cyan bioluminescence on the tongue and tail help the pack stay together during winter storms. Assessment: avoid. If entering snow stalker territory is necessary, spring sources of bright light and unpredictable noises to deter attacks. Nice. And last but certainly not least is the symbiote, a small, fast predator which nests inside the hull of the Titan hullfish and defends them at all costs. Symbiotes feed mostly on overconfident predators which attack the Titan hullfish. Expending huge energy reserves to move quickly and strike their target, the symbiote is dependent on receiving additional warmth and oxygen from the Titan hullfish. Symbiotes lay their eggs inside the gills of the Titan hullfish to approach a Titan hullfish. Alright, so we got quite a few nice little new pieces of fauna. You can definitely tell, I will say, the difference versus a fish that came from Subnautica and a fish that is from Below Zero, in the way that they like type out their data pads for everything. Personally, I can understand why they put a little bit less effort into going in depth with the data banks for the fauna and flora, because they probably assume that a lot of people don't really read them, and if they do, they probably don't care. And that's understandable, but I read them, and I care. So it does hurt that there's not as much deep, in-depth lore about how the fauna actually works in this game, because I do love that stuff. I'm interested in that stuff. But they do at least still give us data on them and information about how they work and why they look the way they do. So that's nice. Also, I agree with the researcher note on this one. It should be called an ice clops. Alrighty. I'm going to bring this particular stream to an end. And I really need to figure out actually a thumbnail. I didn't prepare a thumbnail at all. But if you spent time here today with me and our pet that is somewhere out there waiting to be chosen, then thank you so very much for taking the time out of your day, or if you spend it here with us, thank you so very much for taking the time out of your day to spend it here with us. I greatly appreciate you doing so. I hope that you all have a very wonderful day, and I will see y'all very soon. Goodbye.